Hello everyone, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. So in today's video, I will be painting the last 5x5 for a group show with Abend Gallery in Denver, Colorado. And this piece is titled Fortis Avis, which roughly translates to strong bird from Latin. So as you can see with my painting process, once I had drawn a detailed sketch of my subject, I started with the background, which was a relatively simple gradient in this situation. And from there, I moved on to the branches, which I tackled by first laying down a midtone to fill up the space, followed by the more extreme lights and shadows that make up the details. And with every component of this piece, something that I was really focusing on was creating soft edges. And these soft edges help portray the look of a 3D object going back into space. So doing this can really help with the realism of your subject if it's supposed to be three-dimensional. And something that I was really enjoying about this piece was the very different color palette that I was using. I don't typically paint with this much pink, but I really feel like it added an overall calming effect to the piece. And once I started painting the bird, I, for the most part, used the same technique of laying down a mid-tone of each section, followed by the details of light and shadow. And I know that these sections look a little choppy to begin with, but they really start to even out and make sense once you start to add the feather details and small shadows. And I do want to be really honest with you and mention the fact that when I was making this piece, I was really burnt out from all the work I'd been producing. At this time, I was very much in the mindset of taking any opportunity that was presented to me. And so that resulted in me working on my solo show for 6 months, immediately followed by making these 3 pieces for the group show. And by this point, I was experiencing some really extreme creative burnout. So if I were to give some advice on this topic, I would say that opportunities are great and multiple opportunities are even better, but your mental health and emotional well-being as an artist is much more important. So please do embrace the excitement of those opportunities, but also take a step back and recognize if you're pushing yourself too hard and not enjoying the creative process as much as you used to. So because of this context, I definitely struggled with finishing this painting. I think that even though I was really happy with how the piece turned out, I could definitely tell that my heart just wasn't in it. And as an artist, that can be really hard to swallow. But honestly, this was bound to happen at some point, and I'm sure it will happen again. This is just one of the challenges that comes with relying on your creativity as a career. And with a little bit of rest and rejuvenation after creating these pieces, I bounced right back and could feel those creative juices flowing again. So I really hope you enjoyed seeing how I created this piece. I'm really happy to say that it sold at the show, but you can find prints of it that are available on my website, which is austinhowlett.com. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.